Hey there, tech lovers and science fans. You know, scrolling through the news can sometimes feel like a never-ending parade of gloom and doom. But today, I've got some real good news to brighten your day. And honestly, we all need that spark. So buckle up, because I'm about to share some exciting stories from the world of science and technology that are not just cool, but downright hopeful. Solar power breakthrough. Brightening our future all right. First up, solar power. Now, I don't know about you, but the idea of catching sunlight and turning it into clean electricity always felt a bit magical. Well, here's the deal. Scientists have developed a brand new kind of solar panel that can soak up 50% more sunlight than what's been available until now. Yeah, 50%! That means cheaper, more efficient solar energy that could light up homes and power cities without burning fossil fuels. Imagine how huge that is for places still struggling with energy access or grappling with sky-high electricity bills. And get this, these panels use materials that are cheaper and easier to produce. You know what? When I visited a small town recently, they told me how switching to solar cut their energy costs and even created local jobs. It's like a small revolution happening quietly behind the scenes, one rooftop at a time. AI diagnosing rare diseases, tech with heart moving on. Let's talk AI, but not just the fancy chatbot stuff. This time, AI is stepping into hospitals, helping doctors crack some of the toughest medical mysteries. Rare diseases have always been tricky because they're, well, rare. Doctors might spend months, even years, figuring out what's wrong. Now, AI tools analyze thousands of data points in seconds, spotting patterns that humans might miss. That's not just impressive, it's life-changing. Think about a family waiting anxiously for answers. AI is cutting through that wait. Some startups and research groups are leading the charge here, and honestly, this is where tech meets real human need. It's the kind of innovation that reminds us technology isn't just gadgets, it's hope wrapped in algorithms. SpaceX Starship test flight, a giant leap closer to Mars. All right, space geeks, this one's for you. SpaceX recently pulled off another successful Starship test flight, inching closer to their dream of Mars colonization. What's wild is how reusable rockets are flipping the script on space travel costs. Imagine if every time you flew somewhere, you tossed the plane after landing. That's what rockets used to be like. Now, SpaceX wants to reuse the whole thing like your favorite travel mug. Save money, save resources, fly more often. Here's a fun question for you. If you got a ticket to Mars tomorrow, what's the one thing you'd bring? I'm thinking a book, some snacks, and maybe a killer playlist. Gotta keep those long journeys interesting, right? Robot bees pollinating crops. Tiny helpers for big problems. Okay, this one sounds like straight-up sci-fi. Robot bees. With real bees facing serious threats from pesticides, habitat loss, and climate change, these tiny bots might just save our food supply. Engineers designed miniature flying robots that can pollinate crops, kind of like nature's little helpers, but with a jetpack. These robot bees could step in where real bees can't keep up, making sure fruits, veggies, and nuts keep growing strong. It's wild how something so small can have such a huge impact. Food security is one of those things we often take for granted until it's threatened. So seeing tech step up like this feels like a real win. Brain-computer interfaces. Mind over machine. Finally, let's talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Brain-computer interfaces. Thanks to recent breakthroughs, people with paralysis can now control computers, wheelchairs, even robotic arms, just by thinking about it. Imagine that, no physical movement needed, just the power of your mind. It's not just tech wizardry. It's about giving independence back to people who lost it. I sometimes wonder, wouldn't it be amazing if we all had that kind of control? Think about checking your phone or turning on your lights without lifting a finger. Companies like Neuralink and CTRL Labs are making these ideas more real by the day. Wrapping it up, keep that hope alive. So what's the takeaway here? Science and tech aren't just about flashy gadgets or wild inventions. They're about solving problems that affect all of us. From cleaner energy and life-saving healthcare to exploring new worlds and protecting our food, these stories show us a future worth rooting for. I'd love to hear from you. Which story hit home? What kind of good news do you want to see more of? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Stay curious, stay hopeful, and I'll catch you in the next video where we'll talk about some seriously cool AI trends shaping tomorrow. See you soon.